Podcast.
I like to have a shower after I've had a poo. Welcome to Popcornography Podcast, episode 41. It was episode 40 last time we did it, by the way, lads. So, happy anniversary.
I'm trying to get my head around the last remark you've just said before introducing this.
Yeah, because you know he's editing that out, don't you?
The movie, the capital letters movie podcast. It's not the number one, but it should be the number one, but it's not yet.
But you can make it the one.
You can, they can't individually, can they? If only one of them downloads it, that won't get to number one.
Oh, very true.
If all of you download it, which they will have, because that's how they can hear it.
Yep.
I just need to share it more, don't I? We need to get more people listening to this.
Yes. Because 10 people's not enough.
If you had some friends, Si, you could maybe tell them about it.
Yeah, that's pretty hard at the moment. They all hate me.
They all hate you?
I don't know, do you hate
all
me?
two of them?
Yeah. Do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
Oh, I'm alright then.
John, do you hate him?
Well, I'm kind of borderline.
Dean doesn't like you, so...
Yeah, one. There we go.
What, should I'll download the podcast? Does that help?
Yeah, that would help.
I already do.
There we
I
go.
download my own podcast.
You download the podcast, John.
I'm my biggest fan.
You can't get enough of your own voice.
No, it's true. It's true.
I bet John doesn't download it.
I tell you what, when we did start doing these podcasts, at first, hearing my voice was just like, oh, God. Well, you get used to it, don't you? Now we've done it for quite a while.
2.5 years now.
Yeah, with lots of gaps. But we're back on it. And
Okay, 2 years.
It's getting better though, isn't it? I mean, we never sit and just talk about shit all now. It's straight into the point, all about movies, no messing about.
It's not getting better because you don't remember how to make these flipping cups of tea.
You're more about your tea? Coffee.
No, not about the tea, about how many sugars and how much milk and who has what. You should know this off by heart by now.
How was your cup of tea though, Dean?
5 out of 10.
Oh, I tell you what, that's like a knife through his heart, Pat. You can see the pain.
Well, it's your only one because I ran out of milk, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's why I might taste strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit... Oh.
Daisy's ran dry. I can't get any more out of her, and I can't afford to go and buy any, so... who's here today? There's Rick, that's me. We've got Jonathan.
Hello.
We've got Dino.
Dino, hello.
And we've got Simon.
Yo, yo.
Mundo.
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
And so, how have you all been? You all been busy?
East side.
Anything to report?
Been clearing out my shed.
People are hooked, John. Come on.
Did you find anything in there, John? Anything interesting?
Spiders.
I found that basically spiders the size of my fucking pat. How can he upstairs, right, think of creating spiders that fucking big? That's not funny.
They just ate a lot and got big. He didn't create them that big. He actually technically creates them as tiny little eggs.
Can we please verify who we're on about? He.
God.
Yeah, the man upstairs, yeah.
They don't pay rent either, do they, or anything?
They were fucking huge, honestly, there's no need for them.
You know, I was talking to a
shapes,
friend the other
you could
day,
tell.
right? And she won't go outside because she's scared of spiders. She likes to stay in all the time, right? And then I argued. I was like, I've seen more spiders in a house than I've ever seen outside. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I would agree with that. But what she's probably referring to, sometimes when you walk outside and you see them, they're fucking massive.
No, I think house spiders are bigger than...
Yeah, try shit spiders, mate.
Shit spiders.
It's not funny how big they get.
Yeah.
It's like the one protein, Paul. Honestly.
Arachnophobia.
Oh, the stupid.
That's where all your protein's gone, isn't it? That's why
being sucked up by spiders.
There's a spider doing an eight-legged swim in his protein.
You watch with spider movies.
I used a garden rake in order to try and kill one of them. I've now got to replace the garden rake.
You started hitting you with it. See you running around the garden.
Just like, oh, sorry, I've got it. Dunk, and John's on the floor.
No, the worst thing is when you see one in your room and it crawls behind the cupboard or something, so you can't get it. You know it's going to be crawling around your room all night.
I hate that.
No, it's when you watch it. It's when you're barefooted and you got your feet on the floor and you see it out the corner of your eye running across the front room.
Yeah.
You go, shit, where did that go? Where did it go?
Yeah, that happens a lot when you're watching film.
dark,
Yeah, just a little movement in the corner of your eye. Like,
You know that's happened.
And they do come out a lot when you're watching films. They do. They like to run across the room floor.
They like to come and join in, don't they?
Here's the one for you, right? I got a tile, and there was some actually dead around the edges of the tile. One of them, quite big, dead. Like I made sure it was dead. It fell off, but as it fell off, it was like it's spinning its web still. So it came down dead slowly. I thought, you're dead? How are you managing to still spin your fucking web? Like, literally, I mean, we're not talking because it was light as a feather. Yeah. It was like as though it was just like lowering itself off the web.
Well, at work, I work at the same place as Dean. It's like it used to be a big like wool warehouse thing, didn't it? So the roof's all like metal beams. And you can see it's just covered in webs. And I'm sat there at work, and constantly these little spiders coming down, swinging by your face. Yeah. It's awful. And sometimes you just feel like you get it in your head, and you think there's one landed in my hair or something.
I've literally seen people stand up from the desk, scream, and run off.
I've had to save so many people from them.
That'd be me.
I used to be like scared of them.
No, couldn't do it.
I used to be scared of them, and then I went and held one, and I'm a lot less scared of them. I'm happy to just kind of grab them and throw them out now.
Oh yeah.
Well, I used to be.
No, let's clarify, Vic. You held a tarantula,
yeah,
didn't you? Yeah, that was like the size of, I don't know, your face.
Exactly.
Right.
I couldn't. No. Why? What?
You could feel every little needle. And
no need.
Simon, I know what film we're going to watch next.
No,
You've got to watch a spider.
No,
for our crew review, we could
watch
maybe do a spider related movie.
I just got I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for my own sanity.
8-legged freaks. Loads out there, isn't there?
Do you know what? That's actually quite a funny film.
It is actually genuinely good.
But
I've seen it so far.
The horror one. Is it Arachnophobia?
Arachnophobia. Jeff Daniels.
Fuck that shit. That gave me nightmares. Especially
awful.
the ending when he's burning the house down with the spider like that.
It screamed as well.
Yeah.
As it's running, it's screaming. What's that all about? You know, Claire's to get them for me. I have nothing to do with them, mate.
Claire's to get them for me. Yeah. Thing is, like, Amy makes me get them, right? But I'm no good getting them because I'm just as scared as she is. So when I'm like that with the Hoover and I've got it full pelt, and like, she goes, and I go, like that, and it's gone. I was like, oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I mean, hitting everything with the fucking Hoover paw.
Can't do it, man. Can't do it.
Will you behave?
It's anticipation, isn't it? Waiting for them to move. Yeah. You get close to them. Sometimes if they think you're going to get them, they just drop down.
Yeah.
And then run.
Do you know what's awful? Is when you suck them up and you can feel them rattling around the Hoover pipe. Ting, 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 ting.
You know they're still alive in that Hoover, yeah?
Well, I make sure the Hoover stays on for about 20 minutes. The more
they're only going to get bigger as well, aren't they? Because they're just sat there, and you're bringing in all the food for it, and he's just sat at the dinner table, just waiting for you to turn the Hoover back on, and it'll all just fall onto his plate. And he's getting bigger. Eventually, your Hoover will like sprout legs
and walk off.
I didn't realise it dust.
Well, what's dust? It's just all bits of dead skin, insects and stuff. They probably do eat a bit of that.
Probably.
I don't know. I'm not spider.
Dysons are really good. Don't get out of Dysons.
So we've done with the movie podcast.
Yeah, should we get into movie news?
We've kind of gone into like a more of a nature program this week.
A little bit. HBO, Game of Thrones got attacked, and a lot of scripts and episodes and stuff that we don't really know about has leaked.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
Enough stuff for them to offer the hackers $250,000 to keep stum and not say anything, not release anything.
Like sort of a bribery payment to not release the next wave of information on top shows.
A lot of the plot points have already hit forums and stuff, haven't they?
Yeah. There's a lot of spoilers out there, but they tend to be.
Don't look for it.
Yeah, if you look for it, you'll find it. But if you should be all right if you just kind of search.
And have they accepted that bribe?
I don't know.
Not too sure yet, because that was only the last couple of days it was sort of brought up. That.
But don't you not think that's like fighting fire with a flamethrower. You can't pay the hackers. It gives them more reason
to do it.
to
Exactly,
do it.
yeah. Because what they'll do is they'll hack even further and ask for more money. They'll up it by double, treble the amount.
Exactly, yeah.
But it does depend. We don't know what they've got.
I don't think that hack was going to have a huge difference on the viewing figures. People are going to prefer just to not be spoiled and watch it every Monday when it comes out.
Although we know episode 4, which was unbelievable by the way, got leaked a good week before, didn't it?
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with this hacking scam.
Did it not?
It had nothing to do. It was released by a different source.
But it didn't affect...
This happened last year as well.
And it hasn't affected. It says in Sky News that it didn't. The spoils of war still broke ratings records, even though that it was still leaked.
You've just mentioned something there. Sorry, Dean. Hang on. I'm going to have to mention this. HBO had it done last year.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The first 4 episodes, wasn't it, of season 6?
Happens a lot.
Right.
Were
Okay.
all released online.
So, have they got to blame for this themselves? Well, why not up the security on this?
I'm not sure it's that easy. I mean, hacking is crazy nowadays. But you're right.
It
like,
is
why do they have content like that on
yeah.
servers? Maybe just have. I don't know.
Obviously, they haven't learned from before.
Yeah, but they must have thought about this. They've probably got loads of protocols in place to try and stop that. Like, surely to God. Especially if they're giving hackers £250,000 now. Like, they don't want to do that.
Never even heard of that in my life. Give a hacker 250 grand to keep his mouth
It's
shut.
well known. Hackers get jobs from hacking people.
Usually-
the companies that they've been hacked will offer them jobs.
It doesn't normally hit the news though. A lot of payoffs to companies and they keep it quiet.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
part
imagine
of the
Microsoft and Apple do that all the time. Hire hackers.
I wouldn't know where to begin to hack.
When I started up this website, I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. It was like looking at Matrix code. I cannot. But then to people who build websites, to them, they all understand it. It's another language, honestly. It's just confusing.
No, I wouldn't know where to begin.
But yeah, all I would say is just I'm so glad I didn't watch the hacked version, because that new episode, to watch that in 1080p,
Yes.
full surround sound, like it was
amazing.
The leaked version was a dodgy copy, wasn't it? It was a bit crap.
Watermarked, dodgy. It was.
You're just ruining it for yourself. But I know a few people who watched it that way, and I think just wait an extra few hours or days. Do you know what I mean? I just don't ruin it for yourselves.
But it's not only just Game of Thrones that has also been leaked. Some of their other top shows that are in America showing have also been leaked. It's not just Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And so this is HBO are not protecting Game of Thrones. They're trying to protect other assets that have also been leaked. Which it seems
It's a huge problem, isn't it? It's a massive problem. They always manage to do set security quite good now. Nothing seems to leak from the filming side of it.
It's
The
amazing
actors
that, to be honest. Because I watched the making of that episode, and obviously there's so many people involved, and all it takes is a few people to from the outside looking in and going, "Oh, look, this is what's happening." You can clearly see what kind of scene that is. Like, how more of that doesn't get leaked. And again, I know because I listened to the Game of Thrones podcast, and there is a way of finding out production spoilers and things like that, but they seem to stay quite well wrapped up, like out of the way of
How
most.
they did it though was amazing.
Yeah,
How they did it was really good.
We'll get on to that.
Yes, it is.
Arnie is coming back to do another Terminator film.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he said he'd be back, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
Nice.
When he chucked himself out the helicopter, I thought, please let that be it. Obviously not.
I'll be honest, like, after the last dismal film, Genesis, wasn't it? I was like, just stop. But now the director's looking at... He's not going to be directing it. What's he called?
James Cameron?
Yeah, James Cameron, that's the fella. He is having a play... Like, he's got the rights back, so it's kind of his baby again. I don't believe he's directing it, though.
He's been quite vocal, hasn't he?
He's
Got
like
getting
a
his
producer.
baby projects back and things. He was on about.
He is, yeah. And
he's
his
on about
Avatar
other
film's coming out, isn't there?
Yeah.
He's not going to try and resurface the Titanic, is he?
I've got this Avatar idea where he's got like 3 or 4 planned now. I can see that flopping massively, and I can see the studios losing a ridiculous amount of money.
The novelty factor's gone from the first one, hasn't it?
And that first one wasn't a particularly great film.
It's fucking amazing.
The 3D and stuff was impressive.
Gorgeous. It was a beautiful
shot film, but
the story was beautiful. The connection between
was that beautiful as well?
The Avi, beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. That's his new 8 out of 10 because we do it in 5. He has to subtitle.
But it's a contained story, is it? I don't see how you can go on with that.
Exactly. It's not. I just think that should have stayed as create something else. I don't know. I just don't know if it'll. It's not going to make the money the original made. That's the highest grossing film ever made. Avatar. Mainly probably because the ticket prices would have been sky high because it was the new thing, wasn't it? The 3D.
But going back to Arnie then, though. Arnie's always going to be back.
Even
when he's not even around anymore because they're going to CGI him into future Terminator.
Yeah, but can I just say, right, they did this whole storyline in the last film that Arnie, or the Terminator, ages like humans, and so does his robotic mechanisms, right? He's just going to be a pile of rust.
He literally is, isn't he?
I will kill you.
Do you know, it's going to be useless.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way they're going to do it is if they revive him in one of those daft machines that Skynet make things. But didn't they blow that shit up anyway?
Time travel stuff is just it's got ridiculous in that. I don't know.
Do you know? I watch it because it is mind-numbingly an action film, so I watch it just purely for it. But I can't see where they're going to go with it.
He's literally, instead of pulling out the gun, he's going to pull out some WD-40 just to keep himself going, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what
I'll keep himself quiet.
Yeah.
Shush, Pops.
He's trying to sneak around. All you hear, there's a guard stood there, and all you hear in the background is like,
you're all presuming though, aren't you? You're presuming he's going to be a T-800 again. He might not be. He might be another model of Terminator.
Oh, I genuinely just think stop.
70 years of age.
No.
Wow.
He might be a T-1000.
Thing is, though, if it's going to be swan song, it shouldn't be the 6th episode of Terminator.
Every time he does one, you think it's his last one. Like,
You know.
My God.
so yeah, are you excited about
No.
No.
Because Terminator Genesis didn't exactly blow me away.
It's terrible.
As an action film, I'll watch it, but not really fussed on the story. I don't know how they're going to do it.
And then finally for news, Robin Williams. It was 3 years ago the other day since he passed away.
Wow, really? Bloody Jesus.
I thought it was longer ago than that, to be honest.
Do you know what? I thought it was shorter.
Some people are like it flew, and then I'm like, it was only 3 years ago.
That's
Feels
crazy.
like it's been gone longer.
I would say I thought it was shorter.
I always remember.
Like 2.
Yeah, I put it down to 2. I couldn't believe when it said 3.
I always remember the day that I found out that he died. It came up on my phone, and then Claire come in from the bathroom, I think it was, in the morning, saying, "You'll never guess what." I said, "Yeah, I've just seen it on my Sky News notification that Robin Williams has died." So I quickly checked into it just to see what information they could give us, and they just said suicide. But like, I don't think depression was mentioned at that stage.
No,
I don't think.
Yeah, I think we did a popcorn wars for it, didn't we?
We did, and John was very angry.
But yeah, he genuinely was an amazing actor, and I do miss him. I think not many other characters have that kind of charisma and that energy. And he did so many different roles as well. Like if you see Good Will Hunting, where he plays a serious role, still he's very human in it. And it's one of the amazing performance, and it has a bigger sting now he's passed. Just think, what a waste. You know what I mean?
It does.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Go on to reviews. Main review this week is Atomic Blonde, and it'll be a soul. I'm flying solo, aren't I? None of you have seen it.
Well,
it didn't really blow me away when I saw the trailer.
No.
I watched
even that sound, like the dun dun.
Do you know what? I loved that, and I loved how they incorporated it.
What really annoyed me is that song doesn't appear in the film.
No way.
It's amazing, and I was like, yeah, and then not once in the film. And I was thinking, even in the climax, maybe stick Sweet Dreams. Come on, nah.
Fucking hell.
Gutted.
I knew you were
What
going
a
to be conned.
bastards.
I knew you were going to be conned.
We were conned.
That was
man.
one thing with the trailer. I loved how, and they did it with Baby Driver, with the music and the action sequences, and I thought, you know what, this could be a bang on film.
A bang on film.
That's a cheat.
What did you think of it, Rick?
Right, well, I've just put my coffee break review up on the website, and I've given it a day to mull over. It is, the best way to describe it is, it's John Wick, a little bit slower, the story's a little bit overcomplicated, the action scenes are brilliant, but there's less of them. It's basically a female version of John Wick, watered down a little bit. That's the best way to describe it.
It was the main actor, the lead role.
Actress.
Charlize Theron.
I don't mind her.
She's still beautiful. She's like 40 something odd now. How old is she? Can someone find out for us?
I'm on it.
Okay.
Put that phone down.
It also stars James McAvoy. John Goodman's in it also. I mean, it's got some big names in. Where are you off?
I need to drink water.
All right.
I try to do that so quietly.
James McAvoy, though, since you've seen Split, haven't you?
No.
Have you not? Have you seen Split?
No, I haven't seen it.
Simon
He's
has.
left. I'm the person who's seen it and he's left.
42 years of age.
42.
42.
Look at that picture, man. She is...
It opens with her
guys.
sitting up in a bath naked.
No,
Right.
Sorry, guys, she's my age. So you two are all too young for her.
Yeah, but hang on a minute, right? Okay, compare that photo to your face, Dean.
She's got makeup on.
Behave.
She's got makeup on.
So have you, haven't you?
No.
She's stunning, and as you can tell, she's naturally gorgeous. And look at that picture. This doesn't work in a podcast, but look at she.
Oh,
beautiful.
she is beautiful.
42.
But Scarlett Johansson's only 32. Bloody hell, she is young. Sharon Stone, 59.
She's
Angelina
young.
Jolie.
I didn't ask for
She's
it.
young, she's our age.
Michelle
Not choice.
Rodriguez, 39.
All right. Shut up.
Yeah, stop ruining our dreams here.
Oh, look, he's back now. You can ask him about Split.
Yeah, James McAvoy since Split. I feel like he overacts in this film at sometimes. Like, and
I'd like to
it
see
would
it.
remind me when I saw him. It was reminding me of his performance in Split, and it was a little bit off-putting. I don't know. But yeah, genuinely, like the story is pretty simple, but they're throwing all this nonsense, and it overcomplicates it. And there was a few times I was sat there thinking, I don't know what's going on, what they're trying to do here, and it annoyed me. It didn't need to be that complicated. I love how John Wick was just a simple story, and this could have been something similar. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of brains and stuff, but God, but this film, it's going to go down in history for one of the greatest fight scenes put to celluloid. They don't do that now, do they? But genuinely, the fight scene on the stairs is unbelievable. Like, the camera is swirling around the battle as it's happening, right? Getting right in there. It feels like it's all one cut. There's not like it seamlessly all the way down this stairs, this fight, and it's brutal. It is proper brutal. And she did almost all of her stunt work as well, I believe.
Who was the villain?
The main villain, I can't tell you.
The main villain. So there's more than one.
That's what I mean. There's quite a few twists and turns, so there's a few different villains.
One with me dad.
But it does feel very John Wicky, especially them action scenes, because the director, David Leitch, he had a hand in all that, you know?
Mm.
And the great. It moves out from that fight scene, and you think, right, that was amazing. Like 10 minutes non-stop, brutal, kick-ass. Jump in a car, and then there's this brilliant car scene as well. It's excellent. But I just think it wasn't spread out quite enough, the action between each action piece, I don't think, personally. There's a lesbian love thing going on as well, which I thought they dealt with really well in it. But maybe didn't see quite enough of it. But there's
I didn't see enough of it.
I wanted more of that. The sex scene was like, whew. I was sat there with a little old man sat next to me. And
That wasn't
like,
in the trailer.
I was like, ooh. It felt a little bit awkward.
He didn't start raising his arm up, did he?
I crossed my legs, and then he crossed his legs. It was all a bit weird.
It's got John Goodman, isn't it?
Yeah. If you'd listened, I said that at the beginning.
Oh, did you? That's how much I listen to you.
Doing well done.
So, out of 5?
I gave it 3 out of 5. It is well worth going to see, but the story just drowns it a bit. That's probably the best way to put it. But it is unbelievably stylish. Straight away from the opening sequences, you're like, this is gorgeous. Like the way they do, even just the credits at the start, it's like spray painting, and the music, the soundtrack, all from the 80s, London Calling and stuff like that. Like the soundtrack was fantastic. Some people said that it was maybe too much soundtrack, like it got a bit annoying for some people, but I love that kind of music, so it didn't bother me. But I can imagine if you're not keen on 80s, maybe it would be a little bit off-putting. But well worth going to see, definitely.
Get in.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Do you want to touch on Game of Thrones?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Unbelievable.
We've kind of ignored it a bit this season in the podcast.
Well, we have, because not all of us were up to date.
I thought we were going to be doing, the end of season review.
We can do one of them.
We did.
We'll sit down and do one of them.
I totally blew you out the water. Oh, John won't see it for another fucking 3 weeks. What happened?
Well,
Hold his finger out.
I did put. I'll take that back. You know what I mean?
First thing I done on the Monday after the gym, whacked it straight on. Best thing I ever done. Brilliant.
Like, this episode needed talking about.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was surprised, actually, because it's usually, everyone always says it's usually the second from last, the penultimate episode has the big fight in.
Yeah.
And they had a big fight quite early on.
Do you know what, this season they've put a lot in? They've used that budget. And some.
I've still got a few issues with this season so far. Like, timing is all over the place.
It is.
They're jumping around everywhere.
Is this part, though, ahead of the books now? Had he not written that far in, so he literally gave them a brief idea and outline of where
and
to
you can
go,
tell that
they've had to fill it.
They've only got a few episodes left, so that they're having to really cram in so much, which is great for the action scenes and stuff. But I do sometimes think they could have spent more time here. Like the battle for some of the battles for, like, what was it? What's the Lannisters' place called? Casterly Rock, and the other Dawn. You didn't see much of it at all. They could have been episodes in themselves if it was taking its time and slowed down a bit. But you can see they're just blasting through it.
Do you not think also that could be also down to the budget that it would cost?
No, I genuinely think it's because they're having to speed up.
Yeah.
They're not. They could still do the battles, but like spread out more. So it doesn't matter about the budget. The one that just happened could be the fight for Casterly Rock, and then that one could have come a bit later on. Like and the way they're getting certain ships and stuff everywhere, like so quickly. I'm like, how?
There was someone mentioned on somewhere that said like how quick. It was Thronecast, and they even said on the show how quick the Greyjoys had created 1,000 ships.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, it's just got this fleet of iron ships out of nowhere.
Just a sea covered in ships, isn't it?
So I can the timing is well out. Like it's way too quick. They travel way too fast.
Cersei must be cutting her hair as well.
Just
it hasn't grown, and yet everything else, all this stuff's happened.
She must like that look.
What makes me laugh is how much she loves saying bending the knee. She loves telling people to bend the knee, doesn't she? Will you bend the knee?
What that annoys me though, because what gets me is she's built a whole following on people just wanting to follow her because they love her and for who she stands for. As soon as she's turned up to Westeros, she's like, bend the knee, you will follow me. Like, it's different.
It's starting to turn her, isn't it?
I think she's starting to turn a bit mad. And that was, like, I've watched the preview for this new episode, which will be out by the time this podcast comes out. She seems to be going a little bit like power hungry, and like maybe that whole fight there has made her think, you know what, I'm indestructible.
Yeah. But she's used the dragons like Jon Snow said not to.
No. Jon Snow says, don't burn the cities and things down to the ground because then you just become one of the same.
Queen of Ashes, yeah.
She then just turns up and fights the armies with no like civilians and stuff. So I don't think he's saying don't fight them. Do you know what I mean?
She's going to send out a clear message, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, she was starting to lose. She needed to win a battle, didn't she?
Oh, she doesn't know. Really.
Well, the end scene though, when you hear the steps of the troops in the background.
Oh God.
That was amazing.
I've watched that 3 times now.
That was amazing. Because I was literally listening, because you could hear him like sort of say, "What the fuck's that?"
Can you hear that?
Yeah,
and
you hear that? And like you got Jamie,
and then you hear the howling from the guys, don't you? Like and you're like, oh my God! And then just watching the hill, the horizon. Oh,
my only giveaway at that was Snow gave away that she'd left on a dragon with him. They gave it away before.
So I was so excited.
So you knew that she was going to turn up with the dragon.
This show is something else. Like when I first watched that episode, and at the end, I just stared at the screen, and then
I was in shock.
I rang my brother straight away. And I don't get this feeling from anything, even films. Because it's had so much time to build up the characters, and you really care for what's happening, and it's got all the backstory and the lore and. It is an entire universe that I feel so strongly about. I absolutely love it.
Oh, it's all to watch for, isn't it? All to watch for.
Great stuff. Anyway, went on a bit of a tangent.
We did.
With Game of Thrones.
Carried away.
Yeah.
Such a good series, isn't it?
Amazing. Right. I think Dean's just ran off to the toilet in the middle of the bloody podcast. Anyway,
just typical.
You know what? We'll just do the next feature without him, shall we?
Yeah, go on.
Interview.
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Right, so this week we've got the one and only Idris Elba.
Behave.
Yep, I'm going to give him a call now.
Unbelievable.
No way.
There we go.
I hope he picks up.
Here we are, let's give him a call.
Hello?
Hi, is that Idris Elba?
Yes, it is, yeah.
You can probably hear him.
Behave, I don't believe he's picked up.
I know, yeah. You
Who's this? Who's disturbing me? I'm quite a busy man, you know.
This is Popcornography calling from the UK. Whereabouts are you at
Oh,
the
that
moment?
world-famous podcast. Yeah!
Yeah, man. Whereabouts in the world are you?
Well, I'm actually, you might tell by all the background noise at the moment and what I'm up to, I'm actually in the kitchen back in the UK.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you're home, are you?
Yes. It's fantastic to come back to Britain. I just love it. Green trees, blue skies. Yeah!
I've got a question for you, Idris. In your film Prometheus, you've done quite a nice little accent, an American accent going for your captain role. How difficult did you find that, to keep up that accent through the entire film?
It's very difficult to keep up accents. Let's hear your accent, John. You try it now. Let's see. Go on, give it a go.
What, you doing an American accent?
I can't even do my own accent, Idris.
You can't do
so I find it hard to pull off any other accent, I'm afraid. But you seem to do quite a good job. Did you have to train for that, or did you just pull it off, or?
Well, yeah, I did. I had to train. Every time I was doing cooking things, I just decided to practice that accent, and I'm just a natural. I'm just a professional.
Yeah, it did come across that way. Yes, very good job, and I really liked the film. Yeah, it was really good.
You're one of the only few. We've just been talking about The Dark Tower, which is it's probably your biggest film this year. Would you
Let's not talk about The Dark Tower.
I mean, do you get much of a say in the films? What makes you decide on what films you do?
Well, that's really down to my agent, and I'm looking for a new agent at the moment. So, are there any openings there? Anyone willing to take me on?
We'll put it out to them. We can put it out to them. See if they say out. Out of all the films you've done, which is the one you enjoyed working on the most, mate?
Prometheus. Oh, yeah, I think I like it. I enjoyed that. I only a small part in that. I got paid a hell of a lot of money. So, yeah, I'd go with that.
It's the only film... You only know them two, don't you?
They're the only ones I can remember at the moment. I'm half cut. I'm drinking wine when I'm cooking.
Right. I see. What are you cooking?
I'm cooking a nice little lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
Just putting the pasta on the top now to bake up.
Do you not have someone to do that for you?
Well, no, I like to do it myself. You know, you can't get too big-headed just because I'm a top actor.
That's it. You can't lose what you know. If you enjoy cooking, a lot of people do enjoy cooking. He actually is doing something in my kitchen. Like, you did the voice. What's that? You were a voice of Fluke in Finding Dory, so you've actually done quite a lot of voiceover work. I mean, do you enjoy doing them types of films?
I do enjoy doing them because, I've got a flippin' sexy voice.
You have. I mean, you were in Jungle Book.
Right, that was one of my favourites.
Zootropolis, you were in that, doing voice work?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to be on Jack and Ori in the future as well.
Jack and Ori?
Yeah. Tom Hardy is trying to do it, so I'm going to do it because I'm sexy.
Oh, okay, yeah. And what's it like being black?
It sounds like you're all losing your shit over there at the moment.
It's a genuine question. I mean, like, because
Let me say that question again. What was that question?
I don't mean it in any kind of racist way. I just, it can be difficult for an actor nowadays. And have you found it being? I thought we'd get deep here. Deep. Have you ever hit any struggles? Do you think it's maybe been it's stopped you getting work, or
10,000 followers?
I wonder if Dean's watched any.
What's the point of trying to make here, Masters? Am I going to have to get my solicitor?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it's a new world, isn't it? I mean, like, I don't really know where I was going with that.
With the shovel.
I can act all roles. Doesn't matter if the role was meant for white, black, any colour. It does not matter. I am a supreme actor.
Would you say John B. Yeager's better than you?
No.
Okay.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking.
I'm 60.
Anyway, we're going to have to go, but thank you very much for taking your time out to talk to us, and I wish you all the best with all your future films. And
it was only a bit of fun. We don't want a lawsuit.
Idris doesn't work, I'm afraid.
What?
It does. Idris doesn't work.
I'm 60.
Goodbye. Stop.
Oh my God, Dean needs to come from the toilet and listen to this.
Amazing.
He's not going to believe what Idris has just been asked.
He's having. He always has to go to the toilet. It's been a while, hasn't he?
I think we're going to have to work on your interview techniques.
I know my interview techniques are terrible. I'll be honest, I've never really done interviews.
Dean.
Is it time for the celebrity phone call now?
Oh, you just missed it, mate.
We've just phoned Idris and he's been asked a hell of a question, mate.
Why'd you
Repeat the question, Rick.
We're gonna get sued.
We're gonna get sued by you.
Repeat the question. Like, he's done a lot of voiceover work. Did he enjoy doing the voiceover work?
Doesn't sound too bad.
Oh.
No, I think the question was, what's it like?
So next on this week's podcast,
Did you get any exclusives from that?
Oh, we got an exclusive, all
Any
right.
exclusives?
Yeah, I think that whole entire section is gonna be cut.
we found out he's sexy.
He's got some sort of new. I'm ugly. Was it? I'm ugly.
I'm
And he's
ugly.
broke something in Richard's kitchen. His kitchen.
His kitchen. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what's going on in there.
Fuck me.
New feature.
Milk.
Are we ready?
I think so.
Crew review.
Woo!
Yes. Right. So this week we had Pierce Brosnan's Bond films. We all had our 4 choices. There was only 4 choices.
And I won.
Dean's GoldenEye choice won the vote. Barrage.
What are you doing, Dean?
He's celebrating, I think.
I'm celebrating. I won.
So we all had to watch Pierce Brosnan's GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Golden fucking eye.
The idea of this is so we've got like a classic review.
Xena on a top.
Xena on a top.
Should be called Bronze and I.
With the legs, squeezy legs.
Squeezy legs. Well,
What
getting
did you-
very excited.
I've got a feeling these two. I mean, this is one of the classic Bonds,
Yeah.
seen as one of the best, isn't it?
Yeah,
I would say
yeah,
overall.
yeah.
Well, that was my impression when we were choosing it, and then I watched it.
Yeah. Then we watched it. Yeah. Thanks for that, you bastards.
First thing I noticed was that Bond is the luckiest bullet dodger in the world. Like that opening scene where there's like about 40 AK-47s firing at him, and he's just ducking and diving all of them. It suspends belief a little bit more than what the current Bonds are. But we did say, like in the last podcast, that we missed the cheesiness a bit. Would you still agree with that?
No.
That was back in
No, I take it back. I honestly Daniel Craig, I love your moody, dark, depressive, serious
Bond.
Wow.
Bond.
I remember you liking this film.
I did when I was 10.
Right, okay.
And when I watched it, I couldn't. It was. I don't know. I know it was back in 96. Was it
95, 96.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh Jesus! That satellite doing the golden eye out, and the satellite wobbles in the sky a little.
It's
CGI,
I thought it was fucking Thunderbirds.
It's the computers and the hacking in it is just atrocious.
You can all tell.
Boobs. What that thing you sit on but you can't take with you, and she can't work it out. I was like, chair, come on, seriously.
I know people are gonna get the backs up right and gonna say this is a bit. I need to understand where they're coming from. Because from my perspective, I've lost. It's gone old. It's cheesy. I don't know what I thought of it. I want to know what they thought of it. Like, why?
No, at the time, it was I remember watching that and loving it. And I'll be honest, watching this one, it's like, it just doesn't quite... It doesn't keep with the times, does it? It's kind of got worse over...
Yeah, my problem with it was I've seen the older Bonds so much, the classic Bonds that get shown on every Bank Holiday Monday over the years. And I've never rewatched GoldenEye.
Right.
Since it literally came out, I think I watched it at the cinema, and back then it seemed like quite a good movie in my memory. When I watched it back again, it tries to be as cheesy and as Bondy as the older films,
yeah.
but it doesn't quite pull it off the same level as the older films. It's this awkward sort of in between.
It's that
going from the
helicopter scene.
To
It's like the time is running out, and he's like, "Oh, I can't get out," and he starts headbutting the side.
Yeah, all of a sudden the ejector button's in perfect reach of his head. Do they not think about this when they're locking him up? It's just some of the escapes are ridiculous.
It is. Oh my god.
Well, it was one or two plus things. It was a typical Bond. It had the gadgets.
Yes, it did have the gadgets.
It had a BMW. I didn't like that either. I forgot about the BMW. I like the British cars. We have the British cars in it, but they had a BMW, a German car.
Yeah.
Driven by an American.
Yes.
Same in Die. It must have been some deal they had going on at the time.
Yeah, it would be
because
product placement.
Die Another Day, I think, has it. Or Tomorrow Never Dies, they had a BMW in that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Indestructible one.
That watch he's wearing is probably product placement as well.
Oh, it always has been.
Like
it's even worse nowadays.
But I don't think the cheesy lines weren't that funny.
Yeah, the comedy. I mean, I tell you what was the best bit for me was the tank scene.
Yeah, I was going to get onto that. I was just going to say the cheesy line. Some of the things we do for frequent flyer mileage.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
I think the best part for me was the fucking credits.
Really? No, you're right. The tank scene was brilliant.
The tank scene was
I loved the tank scene.
That's where the budget went, I think.
Yeah,
the whole entire budget went on the tank.
Because that's genuinely shot, isn't it? You can see that a lot of that's done proper.
I remember seeing how they made that, and that was quite. Back then, it looked like a big thing how they come around doing that. But now watching it, it was like they just drove a tank through the city.
Yeah, and smashed everything up.
I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was really good, that scene.
It was the best scene out of the whole entire film.
Even the end scene in the film when we had the dish and that, it wasn't that good. The payoff at the end didn't feel that good, did it?
Do you know when he fell on the dish, Sean being there mashed up, and he's still alive?
Oh, by the way, John.
Didn't I mention this? Didn't I mention this before we even contemplated choosing? I said, GoldenEye, not fucking believable. You've got a guy that drops about 100 much bigger distance, and he survives.
Not for long. And you might for a little bit. You lie there internally bleeding and that.
He dies though, doesn't he, John?
He definitely has. He gets his comeuppance.
He always does.
Oh, he has a satellite rammed through his chest. Yeah.
Was that Sean Bean's first death, or was his death?
Probably had plenty before that.
I think he dies again.
He looks so different, doesn't he?
I think he dies again before.
He just
shut your mouth.
Doesn't he look different in this film?
He looks young as fuck.
But it is 20 odd.
He's had a shave as well, hasn't he?
They're all 20 odd years older now, so that's a lot of years.
One good plus point is I think the soundtrack, like the sound that they use in it, just harks me. It pulls so many memories back from the game and stuff. Like the kind of weird like it's really hard to explain. Little
8-bit sounds.
Yeah, little sounds that they play throughout this over the top of the soundtrack. I think work really well. It gives it its fun identity.
It was the only good thing about that was, like you say, I'll agree with the tank scene.
Right.
From start to finish, I was literally actually the opening scene before it does the music with
it jumps in
Tina
the
Turner.
plane and then pulls the plane.
I was going
back.
to turn it off. I was going to turn it off. I even texted you and said this is tinny as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it was tinny. It was horrible. The bullets, like you say, you've got
Sound effects are
AK-47s
atrocious.
that should have ripped him apart, and yet he does a couple of, and he's killed an army.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
But it is.
was
That's what I mean.
it was
It's not. There's not. It's
horrible.
very loose realism, isn't it? In the old Bond.
And then you can tell the buildings at the blow up are models. You can just tell.
Yeah, but defending them, that was the biggest thing at the time, was it? Because look, of Independence Day, it was around the same time when they used
Independence
modern
Day pulled it off because they knew how to pull it off. Who directed that? Who produced that? Do you remember? But sorry, but I'm sorry. It's just what I mean. Back then, it looked believable. Even back then, you could tell.
Well, I don't know. Back then, I don't know, because again, when I was 10-year-old, it was the most brilliant thing ever. But do you not think that's film done today? Would it do as good as some of our blockbusters that we've got?
No, I'd get laughed at nowadays.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, no, I mean, not if everything was updated and you had proper hacking systems and stuff like that. The films they've come a long way since then. I think it's.
They have come a long way. It's a product of the times, and it was
It
a
is.
crossover point of trying to capture the idea of what people expected from a Bond film from the old films, and they tried to modernise that, but it just, I don't know.
So would you say
good, was it?
that the coming of Daniel Craig sort of helped the franchise become what it is?
I think they had to move with the times. Yeah, they had to bring it.
Pierce Brosnan, I still stand by him being, at the time, a good Bond. He has the look, doesn't he? For me, when I think of Bond, that's what I see. Probably because that's when I grew up. And the same applies to people preferring Sean Connery and stuff, as like they grew up with him being Bond. Like, I think that's what it is. But I've just realised here, the director who directed the GoldenEye one, Martin Campbell, he did Casino Royale as well, the new one with Daniel Craig. So it shows that it's not like it was made for its times. Exactly what you said. What are you laughing at?
GoldenEye producer, one of them, Barbara Broccoli.
Is that what you're laughing at?
Yep.
Right.
Oh my God, John.
One other thing I thought was bad was like the relationship is so like forced and weird with that girl. It's all a bit weird. It just happens instantly, doesn't it? All of a sudden, there's like a little love romantic scene on the beach, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Rescue from the train, and now all
It's
of
as
a
if
sudden
they've been
love.
together for years.
Exactly, yeah. But
And they have a little tiff.
The thing I find about Pierce Brosnan is he's quite like a violent kisser, isn't he?
Oh, he is, yeah. He gets right in there. He's like this, Simon.
Oh my God!
Honestly,
Who am I going to tell?
it's like he's going to rip out lips off when he's kissing women.
Yeah.
It's like he proper fucking. It's like.
But the thing is, with
more prisoners.
when he escapes the train as well.
Yeah, oh God.
It's like you're looking for some clever escape and stuff in films like that. You're like, how is he going to get out of this? And they're like, oh, that was dead clever. There's no cleverness about this. It's just pure like, oh look, I've got this watch that'll cut through a train.
Steel.
They just make stuff up for it to save the day.
To make it work.
Back then, I remember going to see it at the cinema with my mum, and I thought back then, this is a great Bond movie. It was good back then. Obviously, you didn't have what we got today. And when I rewatched it, fuck me. Oh my god.
So it doesn't hold on.
No, like I say, the end credits and the tank part of the film was probably the best part for me.
But we are comparing it, aren't we, after seeing the modern, more serious, more...
That's
Yes,
the beauty
we
of doing
are.
these reviews,
Yes, we
though,
are.
because the likelihood is we're going to be watching some older films. But I've watched some older. I've just watched Leon the Professional, and that holds up today. Like
The
it's
Assassin.
great. Yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah.
It's great to see like how the difference.
Fifth Element, that came out in '98.
Oh, here we go, Fifth Element.
You know what I mean?
Fucking hell.
Just need
That still
John to mention
stands today.
Transformers and we've got
That still stands today.
me to mention Jurassic Park, Dean to mention E.T. and we've got the full.
Again, okay, Independence Day, the original one, is a bloody still. I still recognise that as a really good film.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it was done right.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
it's still in the same time era as
Yeah,
GoldenEye.
It's just the type. That's what Bond was known for at the time, and they've changed it, haven't they? But so we need a rating system. We need to say maybe like, does it hold up or does it not?
Not
So-
for me, no.
It doesn't hold up nowadays. We need to
No.
give names to this. What could we
No.
say?
No, it doesn't hold
Shit.
up. Only because even thinking about the modern
Bert
ones,
Kerr.
Well, yeah, we'll think of some clever name for our review system next week.
it doesn't hold up because even thinking of the modern Bonds and comparing it against that, I still enjoy the older Bonds, the ones that were in the 60s, 70s. I
days.
Oh, the
enjoy them.
GoldenEye.
Oh, from GoldenEye,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Horrible.
See, from my memory, and I'm probably, if I watched it now, I'd be like, shit. But right now, I think like Die Another Day and the other ones didn't feel as cheesy.
No,
But maybe if I watched them now, I'd be like, oh god, they are.
thing is, I want to rewatch them, but I think I cannot put myself through it.
That's the thing, because I remember them being, at that time, not too bad to watch GoldenEye, for example. Now I've rewatched GoldenEye, it's took that away from it now. It's took that greatness that back then it was
It's like playing the
brilliant.
game.
Now
I played the
it's
game not long
shit.
ago, and it was one of the best games ever. Now you play it and you think, oh my god.
What was this?
Just
You blame
rips
me
your
for
memories
that, John.
apart.
Are you blaming me for taking
Yeah.
away your childhood
Yeah.
memories of GoldenEye?
Cock.
Yeah, it was
Well,
your-
perhaps the next podcast we could just skim through some of the other ones. Just don't watch them all. Just have a skim through and just see if it's very similar style or if it
Wow.
develops a little bit.
yeah, I might give
Because I haven't seen the other ones
the
in
one
ages
I
as well.
fought for, Tomorrow Never Dies. I still do want to see that. I might give that a watch.
Yeah, well, I might give that Die Another Day one a go.
Yeah, we could
So
all
that
just
quite
have a
like
chat
that.
about
And see
it.
how it developed the different movies that he did.
I'm sure that was 2007.
Out of 5, what would you give it, John?
Oh,
97. 97, I mean.
minus 97. Back then, I would have given it a 5, I think, but now, are we talking about now? Or,
Now, yeah.
Now, 0.
Oh, that's a bit harsh. I would have given it
1.
One. See, I would have given the older movies, the cheesier movies and stuff, probably about a 3, but that one's dropped down to a 2.
Yeah, I was going to go with a
2. It is Bond. It's and I did watch it all the way through. I didn't
nearly a
skip
3,
anything.
thanks to the tank scene pushes it up a bit. Without that, God, it wouldn't have been worth
See,
watching.
I like Pierce Brosnan's as Bond. I mean, his character,
He is Bond.
He was a great Bond. It's just what surrounded him wasn't that great.
What would you give it, Si?
2. Definitely.
Yeah,
It barely
so
a 2.
landing on about a 2 for it then. Wow, one of the classics and the one that obviously our followers decided we'd watch.
I'll be
And
really interested in
we-
the comments on this.
Yeah.
What other people-
And I think before you judge us for judging that at 2,
Watch it.
we watch it.
Yeah.
Right, just to see where we're coming
Because
from.
if last week you were talking like this and I hadn't watched it, I'd be like, "What are you talking about? It's one of the
Yeah.
greatest ones."
Yeah.
I understand now. It's
What was the second place? Why don't we try and watch what was in second
no,
place?
because we've got our new one to choose from this week.
No, I'm just saying, if you do have time, watch what was in second place.
Tomorrow Never Dies was
Tomorrow-
second, I believe.
Why don't you maybe compare it against GoldenEye with that? But obviously, we are going to watch something different. But if you do have
We
time,
can
then
throw it
fair
in
enough.
next week.
And
can't
I'll never skip through all of them, all of his other movies that he did.
All of
I'm
the
not
movies?
going to watch them start to end. I'm just going to skip through little bits and
We've
see.
got
if
2
it's similar.
weeks. So.
Yeah. Well, this is our new feature, and I'm looking to put it also on YouTube as a show as well. So I think it could be something. What are you doing? Just open it, John. There we go. So this week we're going to be deciding on, drum roll please. That'd be ridiculously loud in the mic, probably.
That's what I didn't like.
Aviator films, a
I've
film based on a pilot or flight of some sort.
Go Beauty.
We're
Go
all
Beauty.
going to come in with our own suggestion, but at the end of the day, it's our followers who decide. And you can vote for it on popcorn_media on Twitter, and throw in your little vote. We'll then, after a few days, the voting will end. We'll watch that film and we'll be reviewing it in the next podcast. Sound good?
Does.
Who wants to go first with their choice of movie?
I'm not going to go first this time.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my vote in for Sully. I know it's only recently, not long been out, but I've not seen it.
Right.
But 2, I've seen the documentaries, and I would like to see the movie side of things. And you said I could have it as a choice, so I'm going to have it.
Of course, you can have it as a choice.
Just in case anyone goes, hang on, this is not classic.
No, as long as the film is out as a home release, anything goes.
Okay, doc.
Good choice. I have seen it, and it is a fantastic film.
Brilliant film.
And the Tom Hanks, as always, is amazing. But no, good choice though. My choice, if you don't mind me going next,
Go.
is Flight, starring Denzel Washington.
Love him.
He's an airline pilot, saves almost all of his passengers on a malfunctioning airline, which eventually crashes. But an investigation into the accident reveals something troubling, and he gives one of the greatest performances of his life. Denzel Washington is fantastic, always. He's one of my all-time favourite actors.
He's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
He's beautiful, weirdo. And this film is... You've got the crash, which looks incredible, but then the drama that unfolds afterwards. So have you seen this film?
Nope.
Have you seen this film?
Yes.
Have you seen this film?
No.
Right. If this wins, please let this win. You two need to see this movie.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
It is so tense. Has you on the edge of your seat. He's not an all-round good guy. So you're really like all the way through. You're up and down with
It's a
your
seesaw film,
Yeah,
isn't
it really is.
Okay.
But honestly, it's a performance film, and fantastic. And I'm really hoping it wins. Dino.
And my suggestion, I'm going to go with Top Gun because there's a sequel coming, isn't there?
There is.
There's a sequel, and I haven't seen that movie in absolutely ages.
And that's your only argument because there's a sequel coming.
Yes, because I want to see where the original movie, so we can see what it was like and remember it all in its full detail.
Shit,
Ready for me to
Dave.
go and see the sequel?
Shit.
Oh, I know you all love Top Gun.
It's fantastic, Top Gun. It
Top
is.
Gun.
It is a brilliant.
And it's a product of my era as well. It was a film that I was a very
It's a
young
chick
child.
flick.
Very young child.
That's all it is.
Well, it is.
It's
Well, what?
It's a little bit of a game.
Chick flick, romantic story. That's about
It suits you.
fucking it.
If you could see all the faces, you just literally choose Top Gun, because if you see all the faces here,
Chances are Top Gun. I've got a feeling Top Gun would win because it's the most well-known film. But by doing that, by choosing Top Gun,
you will cause
people are
Simon
gonna
a lot
pick-
of pain.
we're going to miss out on Flight
And John.
or whatever what you would choose.
Sully.
So, oh, Dean.
Dean, you knobhead.
I
Went
want
for
a
the
hun-
most stereotypical
Yeah,
Flight.
well
film.
done.
Yeah, well, I've got 100% record winning these, so
Ah,
just
is that
make
what
sure-
you're doing?
Just make sure that you vote for me
And
and keep
this
my
is a film you want to
100%
watch,
record.
obviously. So
I want to rewatch. Yeah, I want to rewatch ready for when the
Okay.
sequel comes out.
Oh,
We could have done that without dragging us through it.
John, what is your choice?
My choice is going to be Apollo 13. Apollo 13, you've got...
You do have to pilot the
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you do. You do. You have to fly that big shuttle into the...
John
Big
could
blue
get
sky.
This. You could get this.
Come on,
'cause
give your reason.
it's one of the biggest films
It's... There you go. It's a factual film
with Tom Hanks.
with Tom Hanks. Another great performance by Tom Hanks. Not just by Tom Hanks, but you've got two other casts who were absolutely
Who are they?
phenomenal in the acting world
Who are
of
they,
Kevin
John?
Bacon and Bill
Ooh.
Paxton.
He knows them.
Bill Paxton, fortunately, rest in peace. Good luck.
Good luck. I don't think he
Good
needs
son.
any of that.
Where's good luck come from?
I think he needed that before.
Good son. Anyway, but just the sheer build up towards them going into space, the sheer drama of that ship just blasting apart, knowing that they've got
Hey, spoilers.
it's knowing that they've got X amount of time in order to get back safely to Earth. And
John, you don't need to rewatch this. You know the
honestly,
whole
it's just such a gripping tale of a well-known factual event that happened in 1950, 70, something like that. I don't know, in that area.
Brilliant.
It was the mission before
1950,
the moon landing,
1970,
wasn't it?
2000.
Was it?
It was what, sorry?
Was it the mission before the moon landing?
I don't know.
Or
Terrible
after?
knowledge,
Because
yeah.
they were trying to...
It was after.
After,
yeah.
Okay.
You've got 3 great actors who are taking on the roles of people who actually went through it, and they come across exquisite. And just the story from beginning to end of how they get the boys home.
Well, there we go. We've got our choices. Sully.
Please don't pick Top Gun.
Sully.
Please.
Apollo 13.
Please.
Flight. Top Gun.
Please no.
Fucking bottom
Please no.
I've got a feeling Top Gun will win this.
Do you know? I think John
gun. Please
might.
pick Apollo 13.
The best one,
Apollo
which is my
13,
choice, Flight, won't win this.
Apollo 13.
Devastated.
I'd be quite
Factual.
happy with those 3
Brilliant.
buddies.
Great actors. You know, you just
All right, John.
pulled into
We've got
drama.
that.
You pulled
We've got
into
We've got
edge
it,
of your
John.
seat
Got it, John.
shit.
Got
You
it,
know
John.
what I mean?
John.
Got it.
Got it.
I'm just trying to get a few more.
So tune in for next week's podcast for,
Top Gun review.
Top Gun's review.
Surprise us all and pick something that's not Top Gun.
Flight.
Snakes on a plane.
Sully.
It's not even in it.
Oh my god. Do you know, if you mentioned that right, I would literally come over this table.
Don't put me through that
Beat you.
again. I'll watch that in the cinema. God.
He said snakes on the fucking plane. I mean, come on.
That's the only reason anyone went to see that film.
Because
Anyway.
of that quote.
The
Yeah.
fucking snakes on the motherfucking plane.
Next feature, final feature, popcorn questions. And this week we had, which 2 movie universes would you like to see come together? I'll mention someone from Twitter's response, and then we'll go to John, and then someone from Twitter's, and we'll do it that way. So the first one was Matthew Fisher, who is at couchpotato_MVP. He says Pacific Rim and Godzilla, which I genuinely think is a brilliant idea.
They've already done that anyway.
Because they're very Godzilla-y type of creatures that they're fighting.
Exactly.
Or Godzilla, like, defending.
Yeah, but Pacific
Defending
Rim,
Earth.
they're the ones defending, aren't they? Godzilla, so they're fighting Godzilla.
Oh,
to
fighting
save-
Godzilla. I thought fighting the monsters coming through the portal.
Well, that's what they do in Pacific Rim, don't they? But they'd be
I
fighting
thought
Godzilla.
I think Godzilla will be on their side.
I watched it.
Oh,
the other
Godzilla
night.
be on their side.
On their side, fighting the ones that are coming through. Because Godzilla sometimes is a bad character, but sometimes he's a good character as well in a lot of the movies.
Well, he's only there for his own interest, isn't he, to feed.
Thing is, that you've got the new universe with Godzilla, King Kong, and all the other creatures that are involved with that. So how about putting that universe in with Pacific Rim and just having all out?
Battle.
So then you're bringing in a human element to it as well as the monsters.
Because the monsters are coming from another universe, a whole portal, aren't they, in
Yeah.
Pacific Rim? They're coming through, invading Earth.
Yeah, that could, yeah, and then you've got King Kong, Godzilla, and all that fighting all these
the
new
robots.
creatures that are coming in, and then the robots in the middle of it, like.
It would be chaos. It would be
It would be.
absolute chaos.
I think that's not a bad shout, that one. Thank you, Matthew. John, what is yours?
Oh no.
Oh, God.
You better not mention.
If you say that word, I'm going to start censoring it, you know. I'm going to start putting bleeps over it.
He had it as well.
Just say it, John.
Fast and the Furious. Which one's what?
Oh, why
Just
that, John?
imagine, right? You've got these fast motherfucking cars.
Well, Fast and Furious has got to that mental stage now, hasn't it? So it wouldn't be too much of a jump.
Yeah, but them like proper customized cars, especially in the first couple, transforming into Autobots, Decepticons, be fucking brilliant. They're still playing fucking bass out the boot and all that sort of carry on. And then, you know, all hell breaks loose with Decepticons and Autobots fighting. The bass still going on.
Yeah.
Be brilliant. Be fantastic.
Oh my God. John's got this all thought up as well.
Get in.
Terrible idea.
Why was it terrible?
That's literally just putting the biggest money-grabbing pieces of shit entertainment together.
What you don't like?
Hang on, the Fast and
Not
Furious.
really.
Hang on, what about Fast and the Furious 7? That was what, second or third in the all-time top
Yeah,
movies
I don't know.
this year?
I liked it.
Money-wise, not review-wise.
But it's made the money.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? They probably will do that. It wouldn't surprise me if they do that.
But just imagine that, though.
Diesel and big robots.
Brilliant customised cars transformed into having a big fucking.
I'd rather that over just another Transformers film, to be honest. But At VMK Madhan 93 and many other people actually said DC and Marvel. They'd like to see the whole comic book universe
Yeah,
come
that was
together.
going to be a popular one, wasn't it?
But DC have now separated itself quite a bit. It's a much darker universe. I think I don't know. I think there's enough going on in them universes. Marvel's got enough characters. It doesn't need any more. Does it?
Yeah. No.
Although I would love to see Batman fight Iron Man, I must admit. Two rich people in suits. I'll just quickly shout another one out as well. We've got 666 Poison Blood. Says Blade and Underworld.
Wow. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I'll hear that.
Yeah, not a bad shout, that one, is it?
No.
Okay.
Dean, which one would you like to see?
I hope I'm not stepping on Si's toes here a bit too much, because he's a bit of a sci-fi, aren't you?
He's going to read mine.
Oh, well, I was going to shoot Star Trek for one. Well, yeah.
Mixed with the other one that starts with Star.
Star Wars, weren't you? You were going to choose that,
Yeah,
weren't you?
that's the one I put on Twitter, Dean.
Did it? I didn't see it.
Oh,
No,
my
he did cheat. He's cheated. He's cheated. He cheated.
He's not even got Twitter.
I haven't got Twitter.
Oh!
How's he seen it?
Tell you what, there's trouble in the ranch here,
No.
isn't there?
All right,
Trouble
so
in
they
the
work
ranch.
together.
Why do you want to see it, Dean? Why do you want to
Well, I
fucking see it?
want to see it because I just think you could do some kind of thing with the Federation, and you've got the Empire.
Oh, fuck off. That was exactly the same thing.
And then the-
You've got fucking Twitter. I know you
Trash.
fucking have. Yeah, well.
Is he watching Sly?
There's always been
Shadows?
arguments over what's more powerful, you know.
Well, that was it. That's the whole premise I want. Star Federation against the Empire. You know, you got the Star Destroyers.
But aren't they
against
just
the USS
discoverers?
Enterprise.
They're not war people. They're not there.
Whoa. They were at the beginning. They were peaceful discovery entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
and then they encountered some nasty bastards. And they knew. I think it was the Klingons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they knew they had to defend themselves. Then came the USS Enterprise.
Yeah.
Right.
God, this is going to be amazing, isn't it, John?
Do you know what? That would be fucking awesome. Because, I mean, in Star Wars, you've got the Rebellion and the Empire. And to be fair, they're not doing so well. They keep getting their asses whooped, and then it's either the Empire or it's... Who's the new lot coming? It was with Kylo Ren. Who was he with now? What are they called?
Oh, that's not the Empire anymore, is
No.
it?
So, anyway...
Goonies?
There's always somebody replaces the Empire with someone else. Let's put a force in there
Right.
strong enough to fight back.
John's fallen asleep. We've woken the Force here, haven't we? The Force has awakened in Simon. I think he completely hijacked you there, Dean, didn't he?
Yeah, well, do fucking right with man, you bitch.
Well, I tell you what, that's not too bad. It just kills two birds with one stone. Now you get up the Ricks now.
Yeah. We've got Jerry_Thompson1 says Terminator versus Predator.
Oh.
Possibly.
There's no fear.
SD71000 said Fast and the Furious and Transformers.
Hey!
Fast Formers. You didn't come
Fast
up with that.
Formers.
You can't have Fast Formers, John.
Fast Formers. What the fuck?
Oh. Just delete that comment.
Fast Formers.
We've got
Someone hire him.
We've got Lucas Egan who said John Wick and Atomic Blonde, and that would have been one of my watching the film. I think seeing them two kind of come together works because they're very similar.
It's not
films.
really a universe, though, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's two universes blending. It's fine. That's fine.
What's yours?
Mine was either that or have Bond versus like Mission Impossible, that kind of blend maybe, or Equalizer, John Wick, maybe. Just see some of these current standalone solo action heroes coming together in a film.
When's Equalizer 2 coming out?
I think it's due next year. I believe so anyway. But yeah, so that's popcorn questions for this week.
Some interesting outcomes there.
There was.
I think there's more that could have been explored there. You could open up to...
Oh, of course, you could go on for days, weeks,
Can you
months,
imagine if
years
there was
with
no
that?
even tease and someone just turned up? It's a bit like, you know how we were going on about the trailer for Ready Player One and you see all the games involved and stuff. That's kind of lots of universes coming together, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that was popcorn questions, and that is it. My fellow podcasters.
Very nice.
What a beautiful night. We've had some fun, haven't we?
Well, I was having a really good night until he fucking nicked me question.
Oh, look at that pet lip. Look at that pet lip.
You know.
Let's support each other. We both agree it would be awesome.
Support each other. You're going to fucking kill each other earlier on.
Simon,
Yes.
would you like to do the links?
What?
Come on, give the links.
I don't know the power button.
Alright, I'll do it. You can follow us on popcorn_media, Twitter. You can find us on Facebook at Popcornography. Look for the red power button. We are also now on Instagram. Instagram, now we were kind of on Instagram, but very small. And now we've gone over to a new account. And I must give a big shout out to Cinema Chat, who is also the Disney Film Facts you can find on Twitter as well, for his help with the Instagram side of it all. Much appreciated. You're a legend. I do want to give some shout outs actually to a few of the Twitter followers, our partners. We've got Jump Cut UK. We've got HC Movie Reviews, who do brilliant movie reviews for every film that comes out, pretty much. Great reads. Movie Decode, who's currently running a thing at the moment where it's director season. And he chooses a director, and then every few nights he'll watch one of that director's films. Currently doing Steven Spielberg. He's watching some films that he should have watched a long time ago. There's actually one I need to watch as well. What's it? The Encounters of the Close Kind?
Drawing on me.
Close Encounters of the
Third
Kind. I haven't seen that film.
Have you not?
You have not seen that film?
I haven't seen that film.
That is a cult classic. That's
yeah.
a classic.
It's getting remastered.
Yeah, look, right, that's a cult classic, but it's now going to be like GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I can ruin it.
Yeah, maybe. No, I was saying that. I've read Movie Decode's review
I haven't
and
even
he loves
seen
it.
that.
You haven't seen that, John?
Yeah, that's one of the films I need to sort
Get it
out.
watched.
I think
Not sci-fi,
genuinely
not
everybody has a
sci-fi,
film they should
is
have
it?
watched.
Not sci-fi.
No, they're not.
Genuinely, everyone has a film they should have watched. That could be a choice one time, sci-fi is, for our crew reviews.
That's so much broad.
That's a big, though. It's a big window, that. Yeah, Movie Decode, brilliant. Genuinely, like, if you go on the website, www.popcornography.co.uk, on the right-hand side at the bottom, you'll find some of the partners involved with this whole movie thing that we've got going on. They're all worth a follow. But yeah, that's it for this.
So
one.
we, by the way.
Oh yeah, well, of course we are. You've got a Twitter account. You don't use it, though, do you?
I have, but it's very... yeah, I do go on it from time to
Do you want to
time.
give it a shout out? At Master Anthem. I'll do it for you. Dean isn't on Twitter. Do you want to give yours a shout out?
And my popcornography one is popcornography_Simon. Sai_Sai.
Yeah.
God, terrible, I can't even do that right.
There we go. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Give us a love. Give us a cuddle. Give us a reach around.
A touch, yeah.
Give us a whole night of passion. Very long.
Can we just end it?
Yeah, we'll go now.
now.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, see you later. Bye bye.
See you then. Bye.